Hello, and good evening. We have a match for you tonight. If you've been here from the start and all the way to now, we're at the playoffs. Tonight it is Call of Duty Fuel Esports versus TAMIU Dustdevils.
I'm
Daredevils,
excited.
Dustdevils, tomato.
I'm very excited. We were talking just a little bit before stream, and apparently we have a military school we're going against.
Yes, Texas University actually trained 20,000 of its alumni that actually served in World War II. 14,000 of them served at D-Day.
Wow, that is impressive.
It's absolutely insane. So going up against a college with a hardcore military history, Fuel Esports is up for a match tonight. But going to the playoffs, you got to bring everything to the table. It is a single bracket. As we head over to these right now, you can see we have many schools. This is not the full bracket. This is around a quarters because there's a lot of more schools going up against. But you got St. Clair State, USF Gold, Wichita State, Archon State, LBCC Esports, Marshall University. But tonight, you got TAMIU Dustdevils versus Fuel Esports. Whoever wins this goes up against LBCC in round 2. Hopefully tonight it is Fuel Esports, but we will have to see. But what do you think so far? I was talking with the guys in the room. They seem pretty confident about that. As we go to see here, we got our guys. We got Double Davey, Double Manny, Suspicious Sus, and Beefy Bonk. They're all here ready to go.
Classic lineup, absolutely classic. I'm very excited to see how tonight goes. Again with those brackets, I did see that USF Gold was up there, so that means they managed to turn things around. And I'm curious to see if we can get into round 3, if maybe we'll do one final showdown against them.
Well, we do get an opportunity tonight, and Bonk was telling me that I was going to be kind of surprised with the map lineup today.
Really?
This is a thing. We have Vault, Red Card, Hacienda, Red Card, and then Dealership.
Wow.
No protocol.
That is, I'm speechless.
I'm kind of concerned for Red Card, Search and Destroy. That is a tough map, especially given some of the long-distance engagements you can get into. Hacienda scares me a bit as a map 3 decider, depending on how the other 2 games go, because it's a best of 5, first of 3, it goes from there.
Now, I'm curious, did our guys pick Red Card?
I have no idea.
Oh. Okay, I guess it's going to be
Maybe
a wild card then.
Yeah, maybe we can get some confirmation in the future. We did not pick Red Card.
Okay.
It was the Dustdevils who did. Okay. But this is a map setup for sure.
Absolutely.
How are you feeling about those?
I'm a little bit concerned if they're running Red Card twice and it is their preferred map, then we might be put off a little bit. I'm hoping that that Fuel this time around did a little more practice on maps they were unfamiliar with. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty insane. Before we cut to a break, we do have a bit of announcement. So if you've been catching up on our socials or the newsletter, we have coming up this Saturday, November 28th, here on campus, but also streaming live here at Fuel Esports, is the Battle of the Forest City multi-title charity LAN. You'll have Western University versus Fuel Esports duking it out in a multi-title match, all for charity for the Children's Health Foundation, with Extra Life supporting us. There'll be more details to come out. We will have donations. We'll be hoping to have donation goals. It's just going to be an amazing night where you just see the 2 colossal giants of post-secondary here in London facing off in an esports LAN charity tournament.
Absolutely.
And we'll all be there.
It's going to be amazing. Nothing's better than charity, and nothing's better than, having a good time and watching, again, two titans of the, varsity esports face it off.
And right here in the city, too. It's the second time we've done this. The first time we did this, we walked away with a tie in League of Legends, a couple defeats, and a win for Valorant. But you know what? For League of Legends, we're coming for you, Western. We're getting that win.
Absolutely.
But before that, we do have one more win to get tonight, and we pray that we do as we head over to a short break as the teams get ready for the playoff match, Fuel Esports versus TAMIU Dustdevils. Stay tuned.
10th week of the Fuel Esports Weekly Update. We hope you remember to set your clocks back on Sunday because there's lots going on this week and you don't want to miss any of it. First off, we hope you guys had a happy Halloween. We always love doing the spooky theme in the Discord, and we loved having you guys for Horror Night last week. Let's talk about what's coming up this week. We went back to Forwell Hall for another Monday night game night for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Melee. Congratulations to the winners as always. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Playoff season is rapidly approaching for lots of Fuel Esports rosters, with this being one of the last weeks for regular season competition. We wish all of our teams good luck as they work for their spots in the playoffs. If you don't want to miss any of the upcoming matches, make sure you follow us at FanshawFuel on all social media. You can also watch the broadcast live at twitch.tv/FanshawFuel or after the match ends on our YouTube channel or on Rogers TV on channel 13. Now let's talk about what's coming up soon. Our biggest event of the season, the Battle of the Forest City, will be happening on November 8th in Forwell Hall. This is our charity LAN in support of Extra Life, a division of the Children's Miracle Network. We're partnering with Western Esports and Gaming Association to raise money for the Children's Health Foundation. You can donate at fsu.ca/extralife and show up to the live show in Forwell Hall to support us. We'll have lots of activities for both spectators and players throughout the day. We look forward to having you all there. We'll also be back on Monday night for another EAFC game night on EAFC 26 in Forwell Hall. As always, show up at 6 p.m. to get warmed up with some friends before the bracket begins at 7. That's all for this week. We hope you had a happy Halloween, and we'll be back next week for another Fuel Esports weekly update.
And here we are beginning with game one. The game mode is Hardpoint. The map is Vault. Both teams know what's at stake in this playoff match. It is do or die, first to three. Whoever wins will move on to the next portion of the bracket. Both teams got to bring everything to the table.
Tonight is basically the hot seat for both teams. I
Yep.
mean, that first round, it gets stressful to lose in the next couple halves, but to lose in the first round, that means everything. As we get into the first match here, we know Fuel hasn't had a amazing history with Vault, and I'm curious to see how the Dustdevils do in this map as well.
Yeah, well, currently you can see, even though with it being switched, Dustdevils have Fuel's names. Fuel Esports has Dustdevils names, but O'Davy and Bonk currently leading with the casualties. But it is currently there we go. It is currently a neutral contested zone. Dustdevils at 11-4 with Fuel. Lotus getting taken out by Manny, and they're just waiting. The Dustdevils are going to take that, but they're already making to secure that gazebo and take that hot tub. Nice little luxury dip. You know you're right. But Ellis is going in. Two gets taken out. O'Davy and Manny both get taken out. Ellis goes to move in to attack Manny. Sus gets taken out. Lotus takes another. O'Davy gets taken out. And currently the Dustdevils are shredding, but Manny's coming back, taking down Saga. Lotus is waiting. Gets the tag. Not enough.
You know, it seems like every game of Hardpoint that we do has some sort of hot tub.
Yeah, there seems to be a hot tub in like every map, or like some form. Like, yeah, they got a hot tub, a bathtub, a pool. There's just always something aquatic, which is nice. But the Dustdevils are currently leading 42-4 and increasing. The Dustdevils are doing really good at keeping an offensive and an attack right now and putting Fuel on the backboard. They're just not. They are watching every corner. You can see the exchanges going out. Right now, what Fuel has to do is probably honestly sacrifice this point and just go on to the next one, which is about to go into that road lane, which is both really good for long-range engagement suppression as well as flanking maneuvering. Let's see what happens here as the point does change.
Absolutely, and as that last point changes off, we did see that Fuel was trying to get that advantage by pre-selecting that point, but they did get picked off, and the point will go over to the Dustdevils, giving them a pretty big advantage as they're going 70-4. You can see that the Dustdevils had a very great strategy on that first point, especially. They had one person actually holding down the point, and then the rest covering every single possible angle, and it seems to be working fine for them.
Yeah, and currently the trades just going out seem to be honestly always favoring the Dustdevils. The Dustdevils are managing to get these multi-casualty kills and trades, not allowing Fuel to gain anything. It's just really tough for Fuel to get any form of ground. So chances are what they just have to do is just make sure they can lock in. Like, they're getting just they're just getting their toe on the point. You can even see here Lotus getting a double long shot from across the road, taking out O'Davy and another with a solid headshot. Sus and O'Davy are now pushing back in. The hard point does move, and it's 79 to. It's now increasing to 5-9.
Yeah, we're at a really slow pace, unfortunately, with the Dustdevils. Almost up to 100 already. Remember, it's first to 250 wins the game for that first map. And again, we see a lot of back and forth on this point, but ultimately it will go over the Dustdevils. Again, just being able to hold that objective means everything.
And currently, the Dustdevils are holding it flawlessly. Like, Fuel has even reached double digits. And an absolute wipe from the side of the Dustdevils, just shredding left, right, and center.
It brings a tear to my eye. I'm hoping that with the objective moving around more, Fuel will figure out a point to hold that will let them keep the point as we finally move into double digits. But the point is about to switch over in 1 second, and it will switch to that middle area. A lot of good cover, but also very difficult to hold, which might throw Fuel's perception of it here.
Yeah, it's tough. And now we're back into this vault section here, this center map. Really difficult for exchanges. You see Davey and Manny get kills on the Lois and Ellis, but Davey gets killed, but Sus gets one on the Saga, and already you can see this might be the tide turn if they can hold the defense, but it's not enough as it goes back into the neutral zone. It might turn white again, putting it back in the Dustdevils' hands, but Fuel is there and waiting. You see an exchange of fire. It does go red, goes back to gray. Now it's back to white, going back to the Dust Devils' hands. Now it's gray again, and it's just swapping color after color, death after death, bullet after bullet.
Back and forth, and yet Fuel does manage to keep it, but only for about 10 more seconds they have this point. We do see O'Davy is already on the next point, being joined up. Fuel's kind of split in half here. They're going to be trying to take over the next point, and they do manage to take it. But we see that the Dust Devils are trying to go for a flank here, and one does actually get picked off as some tags go out.
Yeah, you can see the exchanges of fire going out. They're pushing. You see the trades go out. The casualty take out Saga. Ingi takes out, and now you can see they just get shredded once again. The gazebo is back under the Dust Devils' control, and it might be looking this way unless Fuel can really go for an attack. They're all attacking from one side, though. They do get one kill, does get the trade out, does get the other tag, but not enough. Saga with only 2 HP to his name and a dream.
It is an absolute bloodbath. Just a lot of back and forth here. A lot of kills going out. We do see Manny is doing some pretty big damage. Him and Ellis are just going crazy on this map, but unfortunately, they aren't turning the tides just enough to be able to.
Almost shot their teammate, but they managed to just do a nice pixel breeze just to get it right underneath the elbow to take out. And we got a double kill from Sus, taking out Saga and Lotus, really going for that throne that Manny and O'Davy have held up the entirety of the term. O'Davy gets one to Pimpy. Sus takes out Saga, and you can see the casualties and the point going. It was just on the board right when I said it, and then it went off. There we go. Now it's back in Fuel's hands. Wait, no, it went great. Now it's right again. Just up and down, up and down, up and down.
Manny's currently on a 4-kill streak, bringing him up to 20-14. It's still looking pretty rough. We're going 170 to 58. Fuel needs to get a foothold on these points so that they are not lost in this first round.
Oh, the Semtex takes them out. You do not want to be near the sticky boys. They go boom.
No, not at all. Especially with Red Card being up next. I'm not sure how Fuel will be able to handle Search and Destroy on Red Card. I'm not sure what their exact skill set is on this map just yet.
They've been pretty okay on Red Card. I'm just concerned with it being the Dust Devils pick. 180 to 59. We're now waiting. They're engaging in the garden, but it's back in the Dust Devils' hands. They seem to just get the offensive every single time. Back into the neutral. Ellis takes them out. You can see on the kill feed, it's just trade after trade, but not enough to get a solidification. It's just a neutral zone at this point. 186 to 59 currently. Stun goes out for O'Davy. Manages to fall back. Use the trade, pulls out the 22. Is it going to be enough? No, it is not, as Saga gets a double kill. Double Saga already making their name. Sus takes out Ellis. Lotus takes out Manny. Saga takes out Sus, and they're on a killing spree of 5.
It seems like a big problem here for Fuel is going to be their exchange of gunfire here, as we are losing a lot of these gunfights. A lot of movement coming out from the Dust Devils, and it seems like Fuel is just not keeping up with it.
It's just a matter of the trades, and it's just Fuel is managing to get onto these hard points, but at a very pyrrhic cost. So it ends up being completely in vain, because the moment you're there, the moment you take out everybody else, they're already falling through.
Absolutely.
You can see like Bimpy, Lotus, and Ellis all got kills, but only Davey got one, and then Davey got shredded, but then Sus and Manny take out Ellis and Saga. But is it going to be enough? As Manny gets tagged, you're about to see probably another Dust Devil swipe. As you can see, Bimpy going in, you can hear exchanges going out. No, Sus takes out Bimpy, Lotus takes out O'Davy. Someone takes out Lotus, Sus takes out Saga, Ellis takes out Sus, and it's just trade after trade after trade after trade. But Fuel does have the point, or they did have the point.
Yep. And, you know, maybe if they hold it just a little longer, they can finally get to triple digits. But Dust Devils only need 36 more points. Sorry, 26 more points.
Yeah, they're almost there.
They are golden. We have just about 10 seconds left on this point. We do see the Dust Devils take the point for a little bit, just for those last 5 seconds. But again, they're already on that last point.
Yeah, definitely being golden. They're going up, up, up. It's their moment. And they are just securing this point in every single one. Back into the gazebo, you can see tactical pool deployment. Is it going to be enough? You can see an exchange goes out with the flank, goes out. Manny takes them down, and now the gazebo is being secured. Will it be enough to get them into the triple digits? You can see Ellis going on from the balcony to the high ground, to the stairs, to the pool. It's going to be enough. Goes in, takes out Manny, but ooh! Saga takes out Manny and Sus, getting a double. Pulls out the 22. And Sus manages to survive by the skin of their teeth and is back into the neutral zone. 235 to 90, 236. We are almost there. They are now only 10 points away from taking this map 1.
And just like that, they are still on it. There's very little fuel presence on the board right now. Although they do come in last second, but it might be enough.
Oh my god.
Just like that, 249, 1 point off here.
They literally cannot let
Yeah.
them put a foot on the point.
If they get a single point on, and just like that, instantly, they lost that first game. Unfortunately, that means that map 1 goes to the Dustdevils with their incredible ability to take those hard points and secure them. Again, that sort of
We
tactic,
did get triple digits, though.
We did.
We got 101.
At least it wasn't a total obliteration, right?
Yeah,
We gotta keep some enthusiasm for the next game, right? Switching up that game mode, switching up that map. Hopefully, Fuel can get a new approach onto things and kind of realize what's going on for their opponents.
Yeah, we're going on to Red Card, Search and Destroy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a map that I've seen played in the past, and like Fuel, like they've been good, they've been bad. It's kind of like one of those 50-50 ones, but I have faith.
Absolutely.
We know how well communication-wise and tactically they are in Search and Destroy on other maps.
Yes.
As long as they can bring that style of strategy, we can put a point on the board. I have faith.
Absolutely.
Fuel knows what's at stake here, and they just gotta bring everything.
Absolutely. I am a little bit afraid, as it was the Dustdevils pick. They might have a little bit more experience in this map. They might have practiced a little harder, but hopefully Fuel got a bunch of scrims off, and they kind of widened their field here. Again, like certain maps like Hacienda. Again, very, very odd picks here, especially, and with that dealership at the
Vaughn
end
told
there.
me I was gonna be a little bit surprised with the map picks.
We did hear last time, though, that they were trying to add Hacienda to their skill set.
Yeah,
In that interview.
well, which is good because you want improvement. So I hope during that they did some practice on Red Card too, because Red
Absolutely.
Card seems like a very blindside pick, but given that it is the Dust Devils pick, maybe that's the trick. But I've seen these guys play on Red Card before, and I am telling you, you get those long distance engagements off, especially on near, I believe it's the B point, which is near the field. There's this giant long range area. It goes literally from one end of the map to the other. You secure that point, that is long distance superiority in your hands.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't use sniper rifles and
Yeah,
commit to
I
really
was
good
gonna
long
say.
distance relationships, so you're stuck with assault rifles and SMGs. But if you hit your shots right, you should get some kills.
Absolutely. And we will see what it comes to on this map. Who faces off, who wins the search and destroy. This is a big point, especially with the Dust Devils already having that first point and it being round 1 in the playoffs.
Yep.
But we will get back to that in just a moment. We will be right back after a short break.
Stay tuned.
We are back. Map 2 is red card. We are playing Search and Destroy. Fuel should have a little bit of an advantage here. We do have great communication skills and that ability to hold down the point, especially on the defense side. And I'm very interested to see what the outcome's going to be because, again, this is our first time facing off against the Dustdevils.
Yep, and it's only down. Everyone's dead, and the bomb is planting. And
oh, Codcaster.
No,
Just COD in general.
This isn't even just COD. This is COD in general. Everybody's dead. The bomb is planted, but we gotta wait out this 39 seconds. So let's see how the Dustdevils kind of just chill for these next 35 seconds. You know, we were about to say, hey, Manny might clutch. Nope, they're dead.
Yep. Yep. No, no comms to give out on this time.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, actually, no. There are comms. You want to hear them?
Yeah.
There's a corpse in the booth. I'm gonna move out to the street. Oh, there's another corpse there.
There's
kill confirmed.
O'Davy.
Oh yeah.
He's taking a nap.
Actually, no. I think that's Bonk.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's Bonk. I think O'Davy is. Yeah, no. O'Davy's dead out there. Sus died somewhere near the field, and I think Manny is dead near the ticket booth.
We got a murder mystery over here. We playing Clue.
Yeah. Oh, Saga killed Manny with the candlestick in ticket booth.
Oh boy, we love to have fun here.
Oh yeah.
And just like that,
Kaboom.
Dustdevils win that very first round. I believe that was their defense, or no?
That was their attack.
That was their attack.
But now we're on the attack. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Bonk got killed there. That was by Bimpy. Oh my gosh, I was right, man. He did die in the ticket booth.
Oh boy. As we get into the start of our second round here, we have Fuel Esports on the defense, I believe.
Now they're on the attack.
Right, they switch off.
Yep, we're seeing a long-range engagement. Sus with first blood, but does get trade out by Lotus. It's now a 3 versus 3. You can see we might see a long-distance engagement by O'Davy and Bimpy. Lotus is going in, sneaking, being very tactically. No, something. Ooh. Just going left, right, left, right, left,
He's
right.
waiting for somebody.
Yeah,
He sees O'Davy. He does get tagged, and he runs away. O'Davy does manage to finish off the kill, bringing it to a 3v2.
Yep, within Fuel's favor. It's only down to Lotus and Saga. We'll see what happens. Bonk might be engaging. The bomb is planted at B, so that means Fuel needs to rush. They have a really good defensive spot. Bonk turned at the worst possible moment. Thank you, Call of Duty timing.
We hate to see the timing, especially when it's in the favor of our enemies.
Yep. Grenade going out. Wait, see a casualty? I know. Nope, the Kaboom does not get anybody. Saga manages to survive. It is a 2v2. It is O'Davy and Manny with an engagement going out. Doesn't get anything. The flank goes out. O'Davy has to retreat. They do manage to take out Manny. It is all down to O'Davy, but does get shredded. And there's still just enough time on the clock for the defusal.
Mm-hmm. And just like that, the Dustdevils, they take their second point in. Fuel might be a little bit in shambles right here. Starting to realize that they need to up their game. I'm not quite sure what tactics they need to pull, but they need to come up with a new plan if they want to take this search and destroy.
And I believe they can. They just gotta go for more tactile plays and start because I think what's going on is the Dustdevils are managing to lure them into these kill boxes, and they're just falling through into them. What they need to do is either mirror and flip and turn and make their own kill boxes, or they need to move in areas where they do not expect them to come from.
Absolutely.
Like you can see here, O'Davy's taking the high ground to try and take that balcony superiority, holding off that interior. You got some good angles. They know some might rush that ticket booth. Manny's already trying to hold off B, knows that the stadium goes there. O'Davy gets first blood onto Saga, already putting a high advantage without a trade. We have not a kill trade unlike last round. So already we're in a good example with a 3 versus 4. O'Davy gets some suppression fire on, goes down to the elevator. Manny is sneaking up, but might go, sees him, gets the tag off, and that's, what was that spray?
Seeing how he controls that recoil,
It's a jackal. There's barely any recoil on that thing.
He panicked. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, that's true. And now a trade. We do see a tag go out, but it's just not enough. The bomb is planted, so Fuel does need. Fuel does need to figure out how they're gonna go about this. Bonk gets a kill onto Lotus. Is now a 2v3. And Bonk is going for it, covering Manny. Someone is hiding underneath the stage. Grenade does go out, but the tag does go out. Lotus managed to take out Davey. Manny is defusing. Bonk takes out Bimpy. As long as the defuse goes out, Ellis is trying to go. 3, 2, 1, defuse!
And just like that, Fuel Esports takes the first point in our search and destroy. Again, doing what they do best, playing that objective, getting that defusal off is absolutely huge for them. This gives them a little bit of a boost in winning this map, which could mean everything considering the Dustdevils are already a little bit ahead.
And now it's only a 1-point lead.
Yeah. You can never be too careful, though.
Yeah, you can't be too careful. We saw what happened in the World Series.
Yeah.
We can't be too careful.
Yeah.
But as we go in now, Fuel on the attack, Dustdevils on the defense. O'Davy and a few others going for a trophy system does go out. Smart to stop those Skynades from blowing up those cars and, you know, anyone around them.
We do hear a couple go off in the background.
Yep, but no tags or nothing. Saga holding a high ground, doing a nice little ring around the rosy. Bonk, however, gets first blood onto Ellis. Really good first tag. Sus just making their way. Managed to go through and prevents from seeing the high ground. Tries to go in. Ooh, we might see a Frederick flank happen. And we get the tag off, but it's not enough as he now has to run away, but Bimpy was tagged.
We do see O'Davy sneaking under that stage to try and get a plant off on A. Almost all of Fuel. Everybody besides Bonk is on the point. Bonk is just way back there trying to figure out any lines to deny flanks as the bomb goes down onto A.
It's a 3v1 though.
Yeah, down to a 3v1. The bomb is down. Everything means everything to Lotus here.
Well, Lotus might see. Oh. Is he trying to sneak?
No audio.
No audio.
He
Oh,
just gets a
tagged.
tag.
Oh,
No.
no. Oh, there he goes. But the comms are go out. They know he's there. Bonk gets the tag, is waiting. He's waiting, gets the kill. He's so weak. He's one shot.
Down to a 1v1. He's going to let that
It's
health
all down
regenerate
to
just a little
O'Davy.
bit. He doesn't know where O'Davy is. O'Davy's hiding in the soccer pit, making sure nobody... And he gets the tag off.
And there's not enough time.
And just like that, Lotus dies, and Fuel
Wait,
gets
they
that
traded.
second point.
That was a kill trade at the end.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a kill trade at the end. Final kill. Can we see that?
Yeah, can we get an instant replay?
That was a final kill. Yeah, what? Oh, barely. The final kill. Yeah, O'Davy goes for the tag. You see it, goes off, dreads.
Oh,
there
it
was
wasn't.
not. It wasn't a trade. I thought it was. I didn't
Yeah,
see.
he kind of did a football dash to the side there.
Yeah, smart. Okay, but hey, we're tied.
Mhm.
That is exactly what we want.
Absolutely, especially on that search and destroy, because we know we are very good at it. And I think this is good to get at least standings-wise, a foothold against the Dustdevils just because it is on red card.
Yeah.
You know, that we don't want them bringing out any surprises.
Ooh, Manny, they're all attacking D. You can see there, O'Davy gets the tag out. He goes to Manny, gets shredded out by... Bimpy takes out O'Davy, Manny takes out Lotus, Alice takes out Manny.
Lots and lots of trades here as we are going 3 versus 2. We do get another tag off on Saga there, bringing it down to a 2v2. The bomb is down on B. We're going to see an attempt to defuse with Bonk being the last one left here. He's not going to get any tags out, but he is trying his hardest. He needs to get pressure with 25 seconds left on the clock.
It's a 2v1. It is Ellis and Bimpy versus Bonk. And unfortunately, just the pincer takes out Bonk at the last second.
Unfortunately, if you have one gun and either people are on different sides of the room, you can't take them both out.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you got bullets coming in your front and your back. Just, you know, not really recommended. I don't hear it's healthy.
No,
I don't think
not.
getting shot in general is healthy.
No, definitely not. We see a lack of enthusiasm from the team here. I can completely understand it, right? They're going to be very tense. This is the first round of the playoffs. They need to secure their point here to be able to compete in round 2.
Well, it's only now a 1-point difference. They are making them earn this. O'Davy waiting, gets the tag out onto Bimpy, but it's not enough. But they know someone's there. They're going to be covering Manny. Honestly, yeah, even though it's risky for trades, don't try and lone wolf.
Absolutely.
It's very risky to lone wolf, but you can see here, Sus gets first blood onto Lotus, already putting the first kill on the board. It's a 4v3.
Speaking of the lone wolf, we do have Ellis over on A here, and he might get flushed out by almost the entirety of Fuel, as we do see Sus is holding that flank point from B. But comms will go out as Ellis is firing over here as he realizes, and we do get some trades off, meaning Blimpy is the last one alive here.
And it's a 4v1. There's not a single casualty on Fuel until now.
I was just about to say, we almost got a flawless there. Bonk does go down,
There we go.
and they managed to take out Bimpy here. You see the fist bumps go out. Unfortunately, we didn't capture that on stream, but fist bumps did go out. We are up to 3 versus 3 here.
And we got 3 more rounds to go, or, you know, potentially 5 more. We don't know. It's been just one after one after one after one, but that's what you got to do. You got to just get those, you got to get those trades, you got to win those fights. And, you know, Bonk died, but, you know, you still got the kill.
Absolutely. All about the Katie.
Yeah. The craft dinner.
Yes, of course. Oh, now I'm hungry.
Me too. Bimpy has the bomb. The Dustdevils on the attack yet again. O'Davy is waiting. Might see. Ooh, gets the tag off, but it's not enough. Ellis at 83 tries to go with a spray, but doesn't get a tag. And it's just suppressing fire the entirety of the way. Manny is waiting with a really nice angle. Might be able to catch someone, might not. We'll see. Does see them, might hear them. 2 go by, and there they're both on his left. That's 3 going by, and he gets shredded out by the 3rd.
He does get tagged there, as we see Dustdevils do try to move onto the objective here. They get scared off a little bit as do go down on Fuel side. We do get 1 trade off on Bimpy, but Bonk also goes down. Again, a little bit of back-to-back here. O'Davy versus Ellis. They are both the last ones alive. Bomb is down near B, but I'm not sure that O'Davy knows.
Attacking?
He forgot to grab the bomb. He's coming back. He's going to try to get that plant off.
He's making his way downtown. He
O'Davy
sees
him,
and
he
that's
does
it.
get taken out. And
Double
just like
Davy
that,
once again gets
absolutely.
the first kill. Gets the first kill with the Strider. Manages to reload the primary and shreds the second. There we go.
Just like that, another point, making it, I believe, 3-4 here.
Yep, with Fuel now in the lead.
That's what we love to see, especially with the double Davy here.
That is exactly right. And we now just push it, and now, yeah, 4-3 with Fuel in the lead, which is what we like.
Absolutely. As we go into the 7th round here, we're gonna see pretty much the exact same plays as we've seen before. 1 person on the opposite site, and then actually we do see a lot of rotating going on. Dustdevils are trying to figure it out. We have 1 person figuring out that middle spot here, as we see on that vertical. We do see a lot of tags go off, but no kills just quite yet. Fuel is, they need to find a breakpoint to be able to go and get that diffuse off to apply proper pressure.
These long distance engagements are really, really risky because you can be so committed to a long distance duel that you don't know that someone might be coming up behind you for a flank.
Exactly like what's happening right here, as Lotus is right behind O'Davy, but he doesn't notice it. He's just going to be holding this point till the day he dies, it seems.
He's just, the trash can is his home.
Or his keyboard died.
Or his keyboard died.
Oh, and we do,
Oh,
sorry, controller
yeah,
died.
they're on controller.
We,
Saga gets first blood onto Manny. However, Fuel needs to place the bomb now, but Lotus is going. We might see Bimpy manage to take out Bonk. It is all down to Sus and O'Davy. Gets 1, gets
just
2.
like that flank. That's ultimately what tied that last round together, giving the Dustdevils another point. It turns out the trash can was the strat.
Lotus became one with the trash. The trash gave him wisdom to say Lotus.
Truly. And
They are at B.
I think it's really funny too because we did see Davey walk past Lotus hiding behind the trash can.
Yes.
Like just barely missed him.
Yes, and the trash can said, Lotus, they are at A. Go after them. And Lotus said, yes, my trash. And now, with this team is now tied yet again. Dustdevils on the attack. Fuel Esports once again defending. We'll see what happens. We already can hear engagements. Grenade goes out. Will it find its mark? It does not.
Again, we see this this middle section is absolutely crucial. That verticality is very important, and to be able to hold that long range distance. Also, I'd like to point out that we have two very different strategies from either team. We see Fuel here. They kind of have a wall setup where they have everybody evenly dispersed between the 2 points. And it seems like the Dustdevils have been keeping one person on one site and then 3 people on the other so that they can just quickly rotate, as the sites are fairly close together compared to most other maps.
Yeah, and like you can see here, like the engagement, the comms are going out as everyone's starting to converge on A. The assault on A is going to go, but the thing is, they need to attack. Manny is cooking a grenade. Will it find a mark? It does not. Ellis coming in from the flank. Will it be enough? Oh, Davies holding, gets the tag onto Manny. That makes A completely wide open for a plant. The plant does go down, and it is all down to O'Davy and Bonk to try and close us out in a 2v3 scenario. Bonk is waiting, tries to sneak. Knows might see Ellis there. Grenade goes out. We are waiting. They are waiting. They see Ellis goes up the stairs. Oh, Davey takes out Bimpy. Lotus takes out Davey.
It's down to Bonk. Bonk needs to clutch up here, as they do have the bomb down. 20 seconds left on the clock. Remember, if it gets to 7 seconds, they do not have enough time to defuse. We do see him take out Ellis. The car goes off, and Bonk does get picked off, meaning that is another point for the Daredevils, bringing them
It's
up
match
to
point.
5-4. Which
And
means that it is match point.
Fuel needs to win 2 in order to win.
Putting Fuel into the hot seat again, especially because that means that they will be going 0-2 in the total score for the maps tonight.
And you do not want that in the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely not. Especially in that first round. I mean, getting through a couple rounds and then losing later on, you know, that sucks. But ultimately, there's nothing more defeating than losing the first round in a tournament.
It can be disheartening. But here we go on to the potential series point. The Dustdevils versus Fuel. Already the tags go out from the side of Fuel, firing the first shots in this encounter. Trying to break through. They can see they're going through the gems into the gift shop, but already the exchange goes out. Sus barely making it away with less than 10 health to their name. Bonk throws a grenade. Will it find a mark? It does not. Not even a tag. Bimpy is waiting. Gets the tag out. Actually gets shredded. Lotus takes out Davey. Manny takes out Bimpy. And it's a 3v3. Bonk does get stunned out, but is it going to be enough? You can see the rest of the Dustdevils holding on to try and attack from the entrance point. Ellis is going over through the ticket booth to try and flank. Fuel drops the bomb. Lotus trying to get a long distance angle. Stun goes out. Does it find a mark? No, it does not.
It's down to a 3v3 with bomb down on Fuel's side. We do see Bonk get taken out there, unfortunately, by Ellis. It's interesting to see here what kind of pressure. I mean, Fuel had it going, and then they just like that, taken out by the Dustdevils.
And this puts Fuel Esports in a very, very stressful situation. You are
Absolutely.
0-2. And your third map is Hacienda.
I'm really curious to see if this was our pick or not for maps.
I guess we'll find out. The game mode is Control, though.
30
30 lives, 2 points. All you gotta do is win your fights and start on defense.
Yep.
That's all you gotta do.
Especially on a map like Hacienda.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be close here, especially now that Fuel is in the hot seat. And I mean, like, obviously Hardpoint and Control, very different game modes, but they are a little bit similar in the fact that it is all about gunfights and all about objectives. And clearly the Dust Devils, they had that sort of advantage on that initial map on hardpoint.
Mm-hmm. And then you go into red card, and Fuel was able to hold their own all the way to the end with 4 points on the board. And going into Hacienda is going to be a time.
Absolutely.
But I have faith. They scrimmed and practiced on Hasi like they said they were going to do. I should see a very different Fuel Esports COD team on Hacienda than we've seen in the past.
Absolutely. We did hear quite a bit of positivity on I believe it was last stream or the stream before that, that there was a lot of, a lot of practice going on for Hacienda specifically, because we know earlier on they struggled a little bit with it, and they decided, we're gonna do this routine anymore. We're gonna try to overcome it.
That's all you got to do, and if you manage to overcome your hurdle, you will succeed. So, as we prep, we take a break. Team takes a break. We'll go to a break, and we'll be back just in a bit for Game 3, potential series point, Fuel Esports versus TAMIU Dustdevils, Map 3, Hacienda. Stay tuned.
I close my eyes, it's not a dream. There's so much more that I can get. Let me wonder what we could have been. I swear that it couldn't keep.
And we are here with Game 3. The Dust Devils are up 2. We have 0. It all comes down to this. One map, one game mode. Hacienda. Control.
As you can see, Dragon's a little bit traumatized.
Wait. But our starting position is
We are
defending. This is a defender bias game mode.
Absolutely.
We might have a shot.
This is absolutely a defender bias game mode as we go into the first thing here. And already we do see some picks off, although it seems like Fuel's actually down more, down to 24 here. Unless the lives are swapped around.
No, it just said Sus got first blood now, even though obviously there's been a lot more casualties.
Yes.
But Sus just did get a double. Saga takes out Sus. Saga takes out another. It's 22 to 24. With currently the Dust Devils holding one position currently. Sus gets taken out, and Ellis takes out Bonk. O'Davy takes out Saga. And you can see currently the Dust Devils are trying to take control of the B point, but Sus gets a tag out. Will be enough to get the kill. No, it's not. But it is contested, but they do get the kill. O'Davy and Bonk managed to get the kill.
Donk is the CS twin brother of Bonk.
Donk and Bonk.
We do see a little tiny bit of
Bonk
play
with the double
over
kill.
on B here, but the Dust Devils do not manage to hold it. Down to 20 seconds, which does freeze if anybody's on the point. We do see the Dust Devils go onto there. Again, that's only 17 seconds left if they fail to capture this. And they're going 14 to 18. That defender bias is really kicking in here.
I told ya.
Absolutely.
You see Sus takes out Ellis. Lotus takes out Sus. O'Davy takes out Lotus. Bimpy is holding. It is 12. Saga is securing. All they need to do is contest this and get the casualties out. It goes out, but Bong manages to take out, gets taken out by Bimpy. It is still contested. Gets the kill, gets the double. The grenade goes off on Lotus. Sus takes out Saga. Ellis takes out O'Davy. It is second. Ellis takes out Davy and Sus. We're almost at half a ticket's wait to get to B. The grenade goes out. It is contested. Sus does get shredded, but now there's only 9 to 9 on the lives. And with the point, they just got to get a foot on the board, but they don't. And now there's another minute left to play.
Thank you for the little song, Dragon. That
You're
was
welcome.
amazing. That was very tense. I think kind of last second almost the Dust Devils realized that they only had so very little time, and they absolutely needed that point. You saw them all converge on it instantly.
Yeah,
and
but look
they
at those
managed to take it
lives.
back. Yeah,
It
down
is
to
7 to
5
5.
and 7. It is looking a little bit rough.
Wait, grenade. Grenade gets one.
A clean take on Bimpy there, down to 4 and 7. They do have a little tiny bit of progress on A, but Fuel can still revert it back if they decide to step onto it. That middle point is really tricky to hold because there is those balconies, which provide so much vertical cover over it, which makes it very, very difficult to actually keep.
Yeah, now Bonk takes out Lotus, and now that's it, and that is Fuel Esports taking round 1. Now they're on the attack. Can they push an attack just as well they on the defense? But the bright side is, like I said, the defender bias is insane.
Yeah. Hopefully their practice with Hacienda and they do have a track record for it. So maybe they have, further improved their abilities on Hasi. And we'll have to see as we go into this second round.
And honestly, they cooked something. Something happened in the kitchen of COD, and they brought out something. We got the entree. Now can they bring out meal 1? Now
Hopefully.
I'm hungry.
Oh my God, I am starving.
Well, I'm starving for Fuel to get a point on the board and continue living on this series. Let's see what happens.
As we move into this second round here, Fuel is on the attack. We already see some tags go out, a lot of grenades. We do see O'Davy does get taken out, unfortunately, alongside Bonk here. And the Dustdevils will have just a little bit of pressure already on the board as they manage to space themselves out around B here as they realize that Fuel is trying to get that because it is a slightly easier objective than A. Hossy's really difficult, especially while attacking, because the points are so close together. It is so easy to rotate between these points, as we're seeing here with Saga, as you're able to just kind of duck in between them to make sure nobody's holding it.
Yeah, and then you can see the pincers come out. It is 24-22, only a 2 live difference currently. But again, we can see how quickly that can change, and Fuel is making steady progress on this, but Bimpy and Lotus managed to get one. Ellis gets one on the sus. O'Davy takes out Ellis, but Bonk is holding A and is taking that point. As long as someone, Lotus tries to go, gets to the high ground, but it's not enough as they do get taken out. The point is still being secured. Saga gets shredded as 21-17. The lives are still in the Dustdevils' favor, but Fuel's doing fairly, is holding their own. The trophy system goes out. Ellis goes for the flank, but gets taken out, and it's just trade after trade after trade. Bonk gets a double kill, too.
And you see Bonk, after that double kill, immediately gets on the objective. It is currently contested. There's only 24 seconds left on that clock, but they do manage to progress to the first stage of capturing this. And they actually get a solid amount of progress in getting into that third stage. We do see a contestant go out. They do get taken out for a little bit. But luckily, Bonk is still on that point. Him and Manny are still trying to take that. We see some grenades go out, and it's still contested. This point is very tense. The Dustdevils should know that once this point goes down, it's going to be a lot easier for Fuel to win this match, as it's only 1 point they need to secure.
And it's currently 8-11. Oh, through the fence!
Amazing wall bang here.
That was a really good strike. They're just going to rush. Maybe they can put a toe on the board at the fountain. This is what you want to do. As long as you just pause that time, you can see those kills coming out. They're making progress on A. It is 8-5 on lives. Saga gets taken. Lotus goes to the, and now it's only down. It's the final lives with 9 seconds left. This might put a point on the board for the Dustdevils to tie it up. It's not looking well. Saga gets 1, Saga gets 2, Saga gets 3, and then gets the third, and that puts a point on the board for the Dustdevils.
And just like that, we are going 1-1 on the scores here. I think Fuel kind of messed up a little bit there. At the end, they were trying to get pressure onto A to sort of divide it up between where the Dustdevils were holding. But they only had 9 seconds left on the clock, and it just wasn't viable in that moment.
Problem is that the Dustdevils did a wave tactic going on to B, and it kind of overwhelmed and swarmed them. Kind of like Skaven and Warhammer. They just kind of swarmed them until they got shredded.
Absolutely. Hopefully, you know, now that we are back on the defending side, we can take this back. Starting off on the defending side, if we have this back and forth, then that's still fine, because that means we will ultimately win it because we started off on defending.
That's kind of what the hope is
Fingers
for.
crossed. Fingers crossed.
O'Davy gets first blood onto Lotus. That's a really good start. But you can see Ellis trying to take that 8-point array, but it gets pincered out. Sus takes out Ellis. O'Davy takes out Saga. Lotus goes, tries to get the shred, but it's not enough. O'Davy gets the tag. The flash goes out, but there's 2 there, and Bonk gets the one on the Lotus. And this is that double team play you want to see, but we currently do not have a casualty yet. Emphasis on that yet until now. Impy takes out Sus. Saga takes out somebody as it's blank on the kill feed. But that's just Codcaster being Codcaster.
We love Codcast.
Yes, we do. Totally not sarcastic.
We see a little bit of a flank go out as Saga was out around that side. He did manage to take out 2, bringing us down to 24 and 25. Bonk on that vertical, making sure that nobody is able to hold this half of B. We do see Saga get tagged, but Bonk misses the rest of those shots. Doesn't manage to take him out. We see O'Davy manages to get that point out on Lotus there.
With the clear, and it's 23-19 on the lives. Manny taking a nice little scenic route. Wonder what the plan is there. You can see, ooh, gets the tag out. Might be enough. Goes through, jumps, manages to get the first kill, but buzzes right past Ellis and gets shredded out. Bonk gets passed out, and that is a 3. That's a 3 trade for the side of the Dustdevils. points on the board. B is already halfway there. Whoa, they're halfway there, living on a prayer. Now they're going to go and make sure to try and string up again, as well as Fuel going into this attack. Managed to go through, puts a point on the board. However, it is still frozen, and we are about to get secure on B for the Dust Devils.
Having that little bit of extra time is so incredibly valuable. We do see a last-second contestant, but unfortunately, the Devils do manage to secure it. And just like that, they're on to point A already. Fuel needs to get that advantage. They need to be able to take that vertical height and overthrow this objective.
But this is the thing, as the Dust Devils, you need to be out on that fountain. But there are so many angles for you to take. You can see here, like Bog watching that flank, they're securing it. No one's on the point. Everyone's trying to find each other's angles right now. And the thing is, there is a 3 life deficit, but now 4 life deficit. Before 3 now life deficit. 2 life deficit now. It's just going up and down, but currently Fuel has the life advantage. Now it's even. Now it's 1. I can't keep up, man.
Lots and lots of trades going out. We're down to 8-8 right now. 1 objective left. We do see Lotus on that objective. He does get taken out. Or, sorry, he does not get taken out. Bonk does get taken out, and Bimpy.
Davey shoots us!
We see a team kill on the side of Fuel, bringing them down to the last 4 lives. And just like that, the Dust Devils manage to capture that last point.
Which means Fuel needs to win this attack in order to stay in this series.
Yeah, it's
and
a little bit scary.
And then take another one.
It's very scary here because Fuel is in that hot seat, having that
it ain't even a hot seat now. They're
defense.
sitting on the fire.
Oh, yeah, no, they are right onto the charcoal here. It's going to be a very tense game here. 30-30. We see the KDs here, actually. Bonk's doing pretty great. Everybody else, you know, a little bit less hot than per usual. We see Ellis and Lotus also doing very good here.
Already good exchange, gets the tag out, but not enough to get the kill. Nope, Bimpy gets first blood, getting somebody. Ellis takes out Sus, Bonk takes out Lotus. Ellis takes out Bonk, Ellis takes out O'Davy. And that is not a good start to your attack.
No, not at all, especially now that we're down to a 3 life deficit, 4 life deficit.
Hey, you can keep up with that better than me.
As it keeps on dropping, we're already down so many lives. And, I mean, Fuel hasn't even stepped foot onto the objectives here. We do see 3 whole people trying to, I would assume, flank around onto that A site. Maybe they realize that taking B immediately isn't the go-to. Maybe they need to spread out their pressure. There's only 35 seconds left on that clock, and they need to be able to get that time advantage back up.
They're going for A first. That's a risky play, but let's see. Let's cook. O'Davy gets 1, stopping that attack. Does a contestant, gets another. Pulls out the 22. Is it enough? Goes through the office, does the reload. We also see securing on B too. Lotus gets a flank and really good drop off, and you can see here the clock is ticking. They need to put something. They need to get onto one of these points now and hold it, but it just seems that the Dust Devils have a flawless defense. They have the Siegfried line of defenses for Hacienda, and it's just not looking good. We are down to the 9-second mark. 9.7 paused.
That seems to be a common theme here. I think we were paused on 9.7 earlier, too.
Yep.
Incredibly small chance there.
But we're on 8.
A couple grenades go out. And Fuel is still holding that. We get a little bit of a contest there. But they managed to take out the people on A.
And we see a 10 life deficit.
Not looking great for Fuel here.
An 11 life deficit. A 12 life deficit.
This game
13 life.
being the ultimate decider.
15 life. Not looking good. 9-0. That is the series and the playoff tournament going to the Dust Devils.
Just like that, the Dust Devils will be moving on to that second bracket. It's an unfortunate night for Fuel. I'm sure, you know, the players, you can see on their cameras here, they're a little bit disappointed, and I can completely understand that. I mean, losing the first round of the playoffs, it's gotta hurt.
It was hard fought. It was really, really tough. They played an insane series throughout all of this. But once again, and it just comes down to what happened.
And I mean, looking at the scores here, at least they didn't get completely steamrolled, right? They put up a decent fight. They really put in their best efforts.
They fought for this. They fought for this. But here's the bright side. We have a whole new semester.
That's true.
They will be talking, but here's the other thing. It's going to be a whole new semester and a whole new game. Because this is Black Ops 6. I think this is going to be the last we'll see of Black Ops 6 because 2 weeks from now, you know what comes out?
7.
Black Ops 7. For some reason, this series is still going. I mean,
I know they keep pumping it out every year.
It's Activision. What can you do?
Yeah.
But aside from that, it'll be a fresh series, fresh semester, fresh game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see as we go into this, kind of what to expect, and we'll get a possible interview potentially. We'll have to see what happens. So stay tuned, and we'll be back potentially with an interview, potentially not. We are students after all, but stay tuned.
you left and told me that you hate me. But that man I seen you kissing at that place we always drinking is the reason that I'm singing. One more shot is what I'm missing. I know I will risk it all, 'cause you're my fireball. You won't have to crawl when you